Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. This is Amanullah. You're watching my YouTube channel, Dr. Aman's video. Hello friends. Today we are going to discuss about the morphology of bacterial colony. First of all, you should know that what is bacterial colony. Bacterial colony is the visible appearance of the clumps of bacteria on the surface of a growth medium which is originated or arised from a single mother cell. Therefore, all the bacterial cell present in a single colony or individual colony of a bacteria are genetically alike. Now, we know that different bacteria can produce different types of colony. Therefore, this difference in the overall shape of colony can provide an important clues in the differentiation of bacteria from one to another. So, now I would like to tell you that how can we read a colony or the morphology of a colony on the surface of a plate. So, starting with the overall shape of colony. First of all, you need to consider the overall shape of colony on the surface of agar plate. So, there could be different shape of bacterial colony on the surface of bacteria, like for example, it could be circular in shape. The bacterial colony could be circular or round in shape, or it could be irregular, or it could be filamentous, like it could be like this filamentous colony, or it could be irregular filamentous, or it could be rhizoid root like colonies. So, the overall appearance of the bacterial colonies would be root like. So, these are the four most common shape of bacterial colony. The shape of bacterial colony is not limited to only these four shapes. There are different bacteria which could acquire some other shapes, but these are the four most common shape of bacteria: circular, irregular, filamentous or rhizoid. So, the most common these are the four most common shapes of bacteria. Now, I would like to tell you about the size of a colony or morphology. So, in the first attempt, you need to focus the overall shape of bacteria. Then second, you need to look about the size of bacterial colony, because the size of bacterial colony could be vary, or like first of all, if colony is very small, less than 1 millimeter, then we usually say that it is a pinpoint colony. Therefore, you can say in millimeter that it could be 1 millimeter colony, 2 millimeter colonies or 3 millimeter colony, or generally people say that pinpoint colony, small colony, medium colonies or large colonies. These are the different sizes of bacterial colony on the surface of bacteria. Now, elevation in the third stage, or after say shape and size, you need to consider the elevation of colony on the surface of media. Elevation is actually the raising of colony from the surface of the medium. Like if it is the surface of the medium, here you can see that how it raises from the surface to upper. So, this is the elevation of the medium from the surface of, elevation of colonies from the surface of the medium. Again, there could be different elevation of colonies from the surface of plate, like colony could be raised, if it is raised like this from the surface of the medium, then we say it is raised colonies, or if it is like this, raised and then flat, then we called it flat colony. It is raised colonies. This type of colonies are flat colonies. Or if it is like this, convex in structure, very raised, very elevated from the surface of the medium, then we called it convex colonies. Or ambunate colonies, like it is raised, then a central knob is originated in the colonies, then again it downs to the surface of the medium. So this type of colony are known as ambunate colonies, colonies with a central elevated knob. Therefore they are known as ambunate colonies. Or lobe. These are the 4 common elevation, though there are certain other types of elevation, but we will discuss the most common elevation which we can see on the surface of the medium. After elevation, we can see the edge or margin of the medium, colony, edge or margin. So in this step, you will focus the margin of the colony, that what type of margin or edge of the colony is. For example, if it is the 1/4 of colony, then you will have to focus at the margin. If margin is regular like this, then you say that the margin of the colony is regular. Or if it is like this, again it is 1/4 of the colony. Let us say it is a whole colony, so we only take 1/4 of the colony, but the appearance is filamentous. Then we say that filamentous margin. Or you can have irregular margin, which is also called undulate margin. Undulate is the elevation or smooth ups and down, I mean you can see the wavy appearance of the margin of the colony. So this wavy appearance is known as undulate margin. Or other most common margin is lobate margin. Here you can see the lobes at the margin of the colony, then we say lobate margin. The difference in lobate and undulate is that in undulate margin, these waves are different in size, like one is large, but the lower angle is small, then the second elevation is small, then it is very deep, then it is very high. So the waves are not equal in size, they are different, therefore it is known as undulate. While in lobate margin, the lobes are smooth or equal in size, so you will have to differentiate lobate from undulate margin. So these are the 4 most common margin of the bacterial colony which you can see on your plate. After that, you need to focus on the surface of the colony. Surface of the colony. Yeah, you can say that the appearance of the colony, that what appearance colony gives to you. Like for example, you can say that the appearance of colony is very smooth. It means that the surface of the colony is even and regular. It is free from any lumps, any indentations. So therefore you can say that surface is smooth, or you can have glistening surface. Glistening surface. Glistening, by word glistening we mean that the bacterial colony is shining in nature with flashes of light, with sparking of lights. So if you have shining colonies with sparking of light, then you can say that they are glistening colonies. Or if you have a surface which is opposite to glistening, you mean that there is no shine, there is no sparkling of light from the colony, then you say that they are dull colonies. So these are the most common appearance or surfaces of the bacterial colony you can find on your plate. One is smooth, glistening or dull. After that, if you want to study more about the colonial morphology, then there are some other factors which you need to consider. Among those factors is opacity. So colony could be transparent. If colony is clear and you can see across the colony, then it is transparent. It means that it is clear and you can see across the colony or you can see beyond the colony, then it would be transparent colony. Or you can have opaque colony. If it is blind, you couldn't see across the colony, then it is opaque colony. Or one other type of opacity is the translucent colonies. Translucent colonies are clear, you can see, but it is not very clear. It is like that if you are looking across a frosted glass, that you can see very fade shadows but not clear. So the translucent colonies, you can look through a translucent colony like this, like if you are looking across the glass which is frosted. So you can see a very fade structure behind the colonies which is not very clear. So these are the three most common opacities of a bacterial colony. After that, after opacity, you can also look for the color of colony, which is known as chromogenesis, color of the colonies, because there are certain bacteria which can produce different pigments and those pigments can color the bacterial colony. So in some cases that color of colony is very characteristics about the identification of a bacteria, like in case of Pseudomonas. Pseudomonas produced pyoverdine and pyocyanin. Because of the presence of those pyocyanin and pyoverdine, the color of the colony is usually green, is usually bluish green or green on the surface of the plate. So the color of colony is also very important in some cases. Again, I repeat, when you are standing on the bench of laboratory, in order to read the morphology of the colony, what you will need to consider: first, the overall shape of bacteria; second, you need to focus on the size, then elevation, then margin, then opacity, and finally you need to focus on the color of the color of the colonies of the bacteria. I hope you will like my lectures and you will subscribe my channel, and I will also request to hit the bell icon in order to get the notification for my upcoming video. Thank you so much for watching my YouTube channel. Fi Amanillah.